guys here with the first installment of Hey Hey Otome, which is a series that I am going to do where I discuss, review, and play some, I'm not going to play the whole thing, of Otome Games. I'm kind of hoping that there's an audience for this, but I don't actually know, but I am hoping, because it's something that I love. I know it's like it's either super stereotypical of me, or just dumb of me. I can't decide if this is like a niche thing, or it's obvious because I'm a girl. Who knows? I'm just glad that we are getting more Otome games out here because of Axis. We should all thank Axis for that. I'm glad to see that there's now a market for it. Hold on, I'm changing all of my stuff because I always have to do this every single time. Okay. Alright, I'm good to go. So, what I want to do is, give a lot of commentary. The thing about visual novels is when you play it on a stream, you're basically playing the whole game. There's not really anything you can get from it. So I'm going to try not to make it so people don't buy the games. I want to see people buy them. Like, let's support these Otome games, guys. But what I wanted to do is, talk about them, review them, play them. Some routes I will play, but I won't play all of them. Like right now I'm going to do Collar X Malice. However, I've already done 4 of the 5 routes. I actually haven't finished one of them. And I'm right at the beginning. So that'll be fun. So let's get into the game. So what I'm gonna do first, since I've already played 4 of the routes, I'm gonna talk about them and discuss which ones that I actually really liked. And one of them I'm not going to talk too much about. I don't want to say which one because that'll ruin it. But there's a lot of spoilery stuff that happens at the end. I will be somewhat spoilery, but I don't want to be like too. I don't want to make it so you don't want to go play it, right? So let's see. We're gonna go to some really lovely photos. Let's find them. Okay. As you can see, I have not done Aiji Yagani, which if you've played the game, you know why. I'm not gonna say why. There's no save data available? Did the Switch? Oh my god. This stream is already starting awful because the Switch deleted all of my data. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong person. I'm on RJ's account and not mine. And of course, RJ hasn't played it, so I'm actually gonna leave his account. How do I do that? And of course, RJ hasn't played it, so I'm actually... Is it echoing?
No, it ain't working on my headphones, so I'm trying to fix that.
I can't hear it.
But it is working, at least.
Is it echoing?
No, not for you.
Okay. We're gonna go into my account here.
This is all my issue.
I got so scared. I was like, no, I'm almost done. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna have to close out. Close software. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh man, I got pretty freaked out. If it's still deleted, I guess you guys are gonna see me do a whole new playthrough. I'm gonna try to skip through everything so, you know, we don't get copyright claimed. I don't wanna piss off the masters that are, yes, okay. Whew, whew. Okay, I wanna piss off the masters that are Idea Factory, who are giving us lovely Otome Games. I'd love to see more than just Otomate come over here, but that seems to be the really popular one. I think Access has a deal with them. I would really like to see non-Otomate games, but I don't think we're gonna get. I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, honestly. So we're just gonna continue on. So let's see. We're gonna go to the event. Oh! Oh! I didn't even go in there to see! Okay, so let's talk about the first guy I did, who is this guy. So we're gonna go through his pictures. I'm gonna try not to be too spoilery here. So what's a sexy picture of him? That's good. Okay, so Mineo. I'm trying to remember how to pronounce it. I'm gonna have to actually look it up. Let's see. Is it oh, yeah, it is. Mineo. Enomoto. I'll just call him Enomoto. Enomoto. He was the first route that I did, because I was like, well, he's not really my type, because he's kind of like jovial and he has a very young personality, kind of immature, but he's also like the comic relief. And I actually generally like the comic relief, but it kind of seemed like he wasn't going to be, but I was curious about his storyline, because he seemed to be the only one who's like really light, and so I was like, okay, so I'm going to do his first. And I ended up actually liking it. I actually ended up liking all the routes, but this one frustrates me because it doesn't do anything. Let me just tell you, if you're looking for just a little bit of titillation, this is not the route. He is 100% wholesome man, and he stays that way. And it's cute. His story's pretty good. It's about his life as a police officer and what happened with that. There's a nice little twist in the middle. People die. Things explode. It's pretty good. Another thing, though, that I would kind of give points against it, it is very lightly related to the overarching storyline. He helps you with your brother, which is actually super nice. I really like to see that in this route because you don't see it in other routes. Like he was like really intense on helping you and your brother's relationship. However, when it comes down to the overarching story, he didn't have much to do with it except for like his being a cop and finding out that cops are corrupted. And that's about it. This whole story is like cops are bad, guns are bad. It's very in your face. Even though all of the characters are either former cops or current cops. Like the main character is like a current cop. What's her name? Ichika. Ichika is like a current cop, and then what's his name? Shirashi or Kageyuki. He is also a cop. He works in the forensics department. Well, he's a profiler. He's a profiler. So, but everybody else is like former cops. So the whole thing's very cop related. However, it feels still very like anti-cop in some parts, which is weird because it's about a terrorist organization, like trying to blow up and start a new era. It's a really great game if you like violence mysteries. So his design is really good. Actually, like his voice actor, everything's pretty good about it. The art is so beautiful. It drives me insane how good Enomoto looks in his art. He looks so good. I mean, look at this guy. So good. I like how he wears an eye patch because he thinks it's cool and not because he actually needs it. He looks so good. So for design, great. But overall, I would give Enomoto like a 6 out of 10 overall for his path. It was fine. And if you like something more lighthearted, it's not lighthearted. This game is not lighthearted at all. But if you're looking for something more lighthearted, this is a good one. Also, they didn't kiss! I'm so mad! I know that's a spoiler, but they didn't, and they... What? He's so wholesome! 6 out of 10! Well, I'm trying to get my full screen back. It disappeared. Let's go to the next guy. Who's next? Who did I do next? Oh, Takeru. So Takeru. Oh man, I have mixed feelings about Takeru. Okay, so for one, I love him. For one, he's a tsundere, which I don't generally like, but at the same time, he's so adorable. He's so mean to you, but he's mean to everybody. So it's like you kind of give him a pass because he's not just a jerk to you; he's a jerk to everyone. But you know, he likes sweets. He grew up in America, so he likes American sweets. The more sugar, the better. And he loves donuts, and he has a very American attitude. Oh no, he hates guns because guns took over America and shot someone he knew. Again, staying vague. Therefore, America sucks, and he doesn't want Japan to turn into America. That's his storyline. It's so funny. like America has guns. They suck. This is how the rest of the world sees us, you know. It's like we all have guns. I thought it was funny. But he also got the American sweets thing. His character is something else. Like, he's a tsundere pretty much the whole game, but he's like... he unlike Enomoto, where you don't really start seeing like the lovey-dovey stuff until maybe the last chapter, second to last chapter. I mean, chapter 3, he's doing stuff like this, and your heart's just going doki 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 the whole time. This dude, man. Also, look at his design. So pretty. He's so pretty. I really love like the color of his hair. His voice is insane. I know what you're thinking. You're looking at him and you're like, what do you mean? His voice is obviously going to be his voice is obviously going to be like
パソコンだのハッキングだのはライフワークみたいなもんだ。ま、
right?
特
You
技
think his voice could be super high
趣
because
味
he
は
looks
その時
really
によって変わ
young.
る。最近はご当地グルメのお取り寄せだな。ネットで
Yeah,
簡単に取
dig it.
楽。
We dig it.
そんな顔しなくても
He won't let me go
お前
back.
にも
He's
ちゃんと
gonna
食わせてやるよ。
he's gonna keep going. So, really dig his voice. I love his design. His story was good. That was surprising. Oh, look at him eating ice cream. That's so cute. His story was really good, which was surprising. He's like this super genius who can hack into everything. So most of the storyline revolves you going behind the scenes instead of like guns ablazing in the front lines, and that's really interesting. So I really liked that. Takeru has the titillation because she's all up on you, being a giant tease by chapter 2. So, and he's got the drama, and he's got the, you know, you're behind it. He's got the espionage and the spy stuff. Less violent, more spy, which I like. So Takeru gets, that's tough. See, I really like, this is where we're getting into like all the routes, because I like them all. I'll give Takeru 6.5 out of 10. Great route, great design, everything. Can't complain. The only thing I would have to complain about is his tsundere attitude, because he's mean. He's a mean boy. Mean. And after a while, when tsurendes stay tsunderes, they get really old really fast. He gets a high score because he drops the pretense, and it becomes more like light teasing, like it comes from love. So he drops the pretense. I like it when tsunderes drop the pretense. A lot of them do not. So, okay. Next, we go to Kei Okazaki. Okay, so Kei. Oh my god. Kei. 1. I absolutely love white-haired anime voice. Just, that's my thing. White-haired anime voice. His design, beautiful. I mean, that is a design. He is so cute. We're gonna stick on this one. His design is 100% me. He got violet eyes, white hair, kind of looks like a badass when he's not smiling. Yeah, totally about that. But it's not just that. See, Kei comes off in any other route that you do as just this guy who's spying on the agency, the other guys, for the police. Basically, that's what he's doing. And he has this really light-hearted approach. Not in the same way as Enomoto. He's distant. He's very distant, but he's also, like, goofy and nice. You don't know anything about him. And he seems to know everything about you. But he's distant, but funny. Until you do his route. His route, so far, is probably my favorite in the game. He has one of the... I might show some scenes to prove how good his voice actor is, He's played by Yuki Kaji, who most people would know from Melodious, there it is. Melodious from Seven Deadly Sins. He also played Jaeger from Attack on Titan. He's very, very successful, very talented. But sometimes he does Otome Games. And he did K. And his voice acting, top notch. I really feel like K wouldn't have worked as a character without that top notch voice. Oh man, when K starts crying and like getting really upset, it's so real. Oh my god. Like, he's so talented. Maybe I'll show a scene and then warn. Spoilers! But for now, great. A lot of stuff happens to him. It becomes really crazy at the end, where he thinks he's gonna have to sacrifice himself. But the thing is, Kay's okay with that for reasons. It's not because he's in love, but he's just okay with that overall, which is another thing that I like. He's kind of a martyr type. He just throws himself into danger, and if he gets killed, he gets killed. He does not decide to do that because of the heroine, because of Ichika. He just does it. That's just who he is as a person. And I like that. I've always seen too many love interests who suddenly become martyrs for their girl. And you know what? It should be built into your personality. It shouldn't just be something that happens because you're in love. Maybe I'll get more into his storyline later. Like I said, I'm trying to be vague. He gets a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. Character's great. Oh, there's so much titillation. His is not subtle at all. In fact, I'll just spoil this. There's a freaking scene where he says, "Are we gonna have sex now?" And she's just like, "Okay." So, if you're looking for a more adult romance, there's no nudity or anything. It's not that kind of game, but unfortunately. But it's much more an adult romance. It gets crazy at the end where there's like he thinks he's gonna die and there's gunshots. And he gets shot. That's all I'm gonna say. Love it though. His design is great. His personality is great. His design is great. His voice acting is great. His design is great. His route is great. It's all great. So 8.5 out of 10. Next, the last route that I did is Kageyuki. Okay, Kageyuki. All of these characters are a bit distant. They don't really like to get close. The only one they think who actually did was Enomoto. So he's like the the flirty one that always happens in Otome Games. That's supposed to be him, but it's not really. He kind of is. He kind of isn't. Like, look at that. Oh yeah. What I noticed is when I started the game, he was one of my least favorite designs. I really hate when they toss in the cat aesthetic, like cat boys and cat girls, and he was super cat boy. However, there we go. This is a good one. However, and I don't like blonde hair either. I'm not big on the blondes. So he was my least favorite. However, as I did a story, I found him more and more attractive. I guess it's just because I thought a story was really interesting. Again, he's a very distant figure, but he works with Ichika in the police, so you get to spend more time with him. And it's very interesting. My favorite part, or at least one of my favorite parts of his route was the girls, where you become the Kageyuki hate group. where you all get around and you have meetings about how much you hate Kageyuki. Amazing. It was the best. So it felt more, man, this route was way lighthearted in the beginning. And it just got darker and darker and darker. And so for Kageyuki, I'm trying to decide. I don't think I liked his as much as Kay's. But have you seen Kay? But I actually really enjoyed. I honestly thought I wasn't. I don't like the flirty ones generally. I'll do everybody's story, but I generally don't like the flirts. The only flirt I've ever liked prior to this was Iki from Amnesia. So, but I ended up really enjoying his because he's not. They lie to you. They only make you think he's a flirt. He ain't a flirt. He just is. He's just who he is. It's hard to describe. So, I'm gonna give his route an 8, 7.5 out of 10. So far, none of these routes are not worth doing. You've got your Tsundere and Takeru. You've got Kay. I don't even know. He does not even fit in anything. But, like, I don't know. Goofy, but with a dark secret Kay. You got Kageyuki, who's like the flirty one. And then you got Enomoto, who's like the goofy light one. I mean, you got everybody. Except for one guy who I have not done all the way through. And that is Zhongli. Look at this guy. That is Aiji. But, I mean, it's Zhongli. It kind of just feels like it's always Zhongli, right? Right? You see him? That Zhongli looking ass. He was first, though. Aiji was first. Zhongli is from Genshin Impact, in case you don't really get that. Okay, so I am at the part in Aiji's storyline where, gosh, where am I? I got to his dark secret. We got that twist out of the way, so I'm not gonna be spoiling that. I don't think I'm in a major area with a lot of spoilers, so don't get mad at me, Otomate. Please. Please don't get mad at me. However, I'm not really sure where I am, so we're just gonna go in. Get out of here. Do I want to load the save data? Yes. I realized what time it was after I left to follow Morioka. Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm not prepared. You can absolutely tell I'm not prepared. I have to keep looking things up. I should have been better prepared for this. That's okay. Okay. It was bright out, and many people were here, and I didn't think I needed an escort. Let me look at Kay. Look at him. Oh my god, he looks like me, the ghost wife. The white hair and the gray eye. We should just get married, and we'll match. It's pretty great. Come with me, Kay. I'll treat you right. Oh wait, I'm on IG's route. It was bright out, and many people were here. I didn't think I needed an escort. I can go back to work on my own. There's no need for you to go out of your way.
ダメ。柳さんにお願いされたから却下。
Denied. Okazaki was chuckling, of course. There was probably no convincing him. Still, it felt like he had grown to trust Yanagi considerably more. Did he explain anything? Still, I couldn't verify that, so long as I was wearing the collar. Run, run, run.
先輩ちょうどよかった。買い出し行ってきましたよ。おかえり吉成くん。
Yoshinari rushed over, a crinkling convenience store bag in his hand.
星野さんもお疲れ様です。
Hello.
で先輩、これ見てくださいよ。
I should probably make this go faster. I don't know how fast people can read though. I guess this is fine.
じゃーん、新製品っす。カレー飴とか気になりすぎるでしょ。思わず買ってきちゃいましたよ。ちょっとインパクトに欠けるな。
You're probably going, that's Yuki Kaji? That doesn't sound like Yanker. Nor does it sound like Melodious. Who is this person?
え、そうっすか。あと馬刺しアイス売ってたんすけど、さすがに寒いよなって諦めました。へえ、そっちの方が面白そうだったのに。で、これはなんとカレーメロンパン。
Melon pun! I want a melon pun.
カレーって隠し味で何でも入れるし、意外と合うかも。楽しみだね。あ、星野さんも食べますか？いっぱいあるんでどうぞ。
I would. I actually would like to try it. Oh, listen here, Ichika. I do want to try it. What are you doing? I want to try it. I am in control of you. Oh, no thanks. I'm not hungry. I'd probably pass, even if I was hungry. Why, does it not sound good? I was relieved to see some normal-looking onigiri in the bag, too. Lady, melon pastry sounds delicious.
そうっすか？残念。吉成くん振られちゃったね。君スペックは悪くないのになんでモテないの？
Why are you so unpopular with the ladies? Aww. Poor Yoshinari.
ほんとっすよ。いつも吉成くんって友達としてはいいんだけどとか言われるし。まさにそんな感じ。納得されても。あ、そうだ星野さん。
Yes?
俺何が足りないんだと思います？
Huh. What? I had no idea how to respond. Shouldn't you ask someone who knows you better, Yoshinari? When I looked to Okazaki for help, I almost said that wrong. He seemed to be seriously considering the question.
柳さんみたいな包容力とか？え、俺ありますよ。かなり包み込めますよ。いや、さすがにそれはないよね。即否定。
An instant complete denial.
どう考えても柳さんには程遠いから無理。彼女のことは諦めた方がいいよ。
What? This chat was taking an unexpected turn.
違いますよ。星野さんがどうとかじゃなくて。まあ、とにかく彼女は売約済みだから。
She's already taken anyway. Hold on a sec. What are you guys talking about?
君は 柳さんと仲良しだもんねってこと。
Ah, oh. I wanted to believe it was true. Right now, he was the person I felt I could rely on the most. He was special to me, and I wanted to be with him, I think. Yeah, but freaking Aiji. That dude is one of those people. You shouldn't get close to me. It's weird. I have to go. Wait, huh? Was Okazaki teasing me because he could see how I felt about Yanagi? Let's just not think about that right now. Mentally, I was firmly shaking my head. Right? This wasn't the time. Speaking of which, shouldn't you be guarding the team instead of me?
ああ、うん。彼らは俺たちに守られてくれるほど弱くはないからね。
After tossing off a flippant response, Okazaki grinned.
それに最近はいろいろ頼ってもらえて嬉しいんだ。今みたいにね。
It was true that Yanagi's group had been very wary of Okazaki when I first met them. But now, Yanagi was entrusting Okazaki with all kinds of tasks. I was pleased to see him so thankful that he was being utilized. Then, I suppose I'll indulge you.
そうして。君の事情は少しだけ柳さんから聞いたよ。多分全部話してくれてないけど、でもこれさえ分かれば俺はいいんだ。君は柳さんたちにとっても警察にとっても X デー事件の首謀者にとっても特別な人間なんだよね。
You know, I don't know, because I don't know where I am. Where am I in this story? My entire body reflexively stiffened. Thankfully, the collar didn't react.
やっぱりそっか。じゃあ、柳さんのことも君のことも。
Thank you, Okazaki. He didn't know my exact circumstances, and I didn't know Okazaki's true reasons for going this far out of his way for me. I don't even know my exact circumstances, because I forgot where I am. So we're gonna learn this together, Okazaki. It's us. But Yanagi had placed his trust in him, so I wanted to trust him too.
岡崎先輩、何意味わかんないこと言ってんすか？
吉成君にはちょっと難しかったかな。だから女の子にモテないのかも。
え？
さてと、のんびりしすぎてたらいちかちゃんが遅刻しちゃうし、そろそろ行こうか。
あ、俺も行きまーす。どうせ今事務所って誰もいないっすよね。
Oh, I'm talking. I didn't really get why, but it looked like Yoshinari would also be accompanying us. It feels like a waste of time to have two different SP officers escorting me. The SP officers are bodyguards to elite VIP people. And for some reason, they're working on spying on the boys. Besides, I was an active duty officer. I felt like thinking about this was going to give me a headache, so I didn't bother. You're thinking about it now, but okay. I'm back! Huh? When I arrived home after work, I found a small package waiting for me at the entrance. It was addressed to me. The sender was... ... a name I didn't recognize. What is this? I had a bad feeling about this. A bad feeling about this. Han Solo, sit down. It was Adonis. finding out where I lived was much easier than pulling a collar on. Oh, if it was Adonis putting a collar on me. Adonis is the terrorist organization who ended up putting a collar that could poison her on her, and they want her to join them voluntarily while threatening to poison her.
Yeah, that's a way to do it.
That's the best way I can describe it. So all these dudes are trying to find Adonis while protecting her. And they think she knows something. But then they find out she doesn't know something. And then they keep her around to help her out. Isn't that nice of them? But just because I didn't know the sender didn't mean they were connected to Adonis. That is her brother. I was about to say her sister. I'm so sorry, Kazuki. That is her brother. While I was lost in thought in front of the package, Kazuki came out of his room. When I looked up at him, I could see that something was wrong. Hey, Kazuki, what's wrong? Is there something on your mind? So dumb. Okay. Kazuki's expression was gloomy. I had a feeling I knew what it was wrong. What it was about. Oh, okay. I'm starting to realize where I am. So Akito is his best friend. Something happened to him. I don't want to say what it was, but it's not death. That's too obvious. He didn't die. He's still alive. But I don't want to say what happened to him. But he's gone now, and Kazuki doesn't know where he is. I was like his best friend. Or his boyfriend? It could have gone there. It was one of the two. Ooh. Akito. Akito turned himself in as an ex-date. Well, the game told you. The game gave you a refresher in the middle of an arc you're supposed to finish in like a couple of days. But it just wants you to remember. My bad. Akito turned himself in as an ex-day suspect and was under investigation at the station.
14日の昼くらいに電話が来たんだよ。それから連絡取れないんだ。電話の時も様子おかしかったんだよな。急にごめんとか謝ってきて、俺の夢を応援してるとか言い出したりして。
You could hear my laptop fan, and I just realized that.
I'm gonna speak tomorrow morning. I didn't realize how tired I got.
Did you try calling his home?
した。
I did.
でも今は取り込み中だからって取り合ってくれなかった。
Oh, okay. I knew the reason. Akito had lost touch, but obviously I couldn't tell Kazuki. I couldn't give away police information. I'm sure Akito is doing his best.
みちこ。
That was all I could say. It was the truth. That's why Akito had turned himself in, to do his best and atone for his crimes. See, you can't give up either, Kazuki. Trust Akito and wait for him to come home.
それっておい
Come home?
なんか知ってんのか。
To
知ってん
you,
だろ。
Kazuki? Are you guys in love?
なあ。
I'm sorry, Kazuki. As a police officer, I can't say anymore. Kazuki might not even have realized that Akito had got himself entangled in the police business. But I couldn't just pretend that I knew absolutely nothing.
Actually, you're supposed to.
Kazuki, probably sensed my inner conflict. He balled his fists and hung his head. It hurt to not be able to tell him anything, but Kazuki didn't blame me.
No.
Iku, look at him. Give him hugs. Pat him on the head. He just wants lovin's.
アキト、ちゃんと帰って。
See, look at that. He misses his boyfriend. Wrap him up in a blankie and feed him soup. It's okay. I know he will.
だよな。
Kazuki muttered helplessly, as if trying to convince himself. Dot, dot, dot. Dot, dot, dot. I'm going to actually turn the mic a little bit, because it's echoing. Echo, 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 echo.
Is it because of mine?
Okay.
Turn down pretty low.
Dot, dot, dot. Once I had checked that Kazuki was asleep, I turned on the
それで
TV.
は次のニュースです。X デイ事件の実行犯として起訴されていた尾形智樹容疑者が無罪判決により釈放された件について。
Okay, so this is something cool. The X days. I realize I have to do a lot of context, but I swear it's interesting. So the X day crimes, once a month, something really bad happens. Like a bunch of people die, or one person dies, or something always happens. Like the first incident, well, I don't remember the exact order. One incident, one person was killed because they were a stalker. A bunch of corporate people were thrown off of a building. A bunch of people who made a video game was killed for bullying, for making a game that contributed to bullying. A bunch of cops were murdered on camera. Really great scenery for that too. I'll have to show that. It looks really cool. Very Danganronpa-esque. Died for corruption. So something happens every month to count down to X Day, which is happening on New Year's Day of whatever year this takes place in. So in the game, you're playing in December. That's where you're playing. I think you get into January, but I can't remember at this point. But I know that you basically play December because there's like a Christmas thing and whatever. Okay, so every channel was carrying the story. Based on our knowledge of the situation, Ogata is undoubtedly guilty. The homicide had been ruled as self-defense. In spite of that fact, all knowledge of Adonis had been erased from his mind. Now that Ogata was released, it was hard to dismiss the possibility that he would cause more damage. Enough. I should think of something else. So I'm not going to say what Ogata did or didn't do, because you should play the game. However, none of the people who commit these crimes remember them. So just keep that in mind. I shut off the TV. I still had to deal with that package that had arrived earlier. She still hasn't opened it. You pussy, just open it. Mulling the situation, I picked up the suspicious package. Or she should take it to the cops to make sure it's not a bomb. She needs to do something instead of just sit there looking at it. She's a cop. She knows the protocol. She just being dumb. It's light. I could barely I could barely feel anything inside. The package practically felt empty. Slowly, I removed the packing tape. I gingerly opened the box to find... Huh. Inside was a single USB flash drive and a letter. The sender named was Akito! Sarah. Hastily, I opened the letter. On the letter, I read. On the letter, I read. In the letter. In the letter.
星野一花様。
Ah, it's Akito!
俺が知っている限り、警察内部はアドニスに侵食されています。だから警察ではなく、あなたにこれを送ります。
Oh man, Adonis is with the cops. They're working together.
贖罪になるかどうかは分かりません。俺の罪が許される日が来るとも思いません。
I don't know if I'll ever be forgiven. Oh boy. He did do something bad. Again, I'm not going to say what it is.
願います。12月14日、セラーキ
He must have sent it before he surrendered. That explained the pseudonym. He probably didn't want Adonis to find out. If that's the case... I couldn't be the one to analyze the data on the USB drive. It would be disastrous if the caller detected it. So I texted Yanagi. Akito sent a package under an alias. There's a USB drive inside. His reply was immediate. Maybe Sazuzuka should take a look. I have ruined everybody's impression of Aiji forever. I think it would be best. Can we ask him? Alright. Bring it by the office tomorrow. Wait, alright. Bring it by the office tomorrow. It just sounds like a drunk fat guy. Okay, I'll stop by before work. Also, we might as well talk about... Oh wait, that's him. We might as well talk about where to go from here. Huh? He doesn't want the caller to hear? I'm sure Yanagi wasn't sure whether or not the caller should hear certain things. That being the case, it made sense for him to talk over text. Okay. Is it about getting close to Adonis? Exactly. With that in mind, how do you think we should proceed? We hadn't reached the first big question. The first thing we should do is... Nah. Okay. Find the person who gave... Cut off. I don't know what it... I don't know what it says there. Find Ogata and look into Adonis's past. That's a good question. Gong, 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 gong. I don't remember why we were looking for Ogata, so I'm actually gonna try and look that up. Gong 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 gong. Where am I in this story? Okay, so Ogata, I think... got out of prison, escaped from prison, or he's out because they determined it's self-defense, and then oh, I had to look up what that said. Find the person who gave me the collar. There it is. Like it's cut. I don't know if it's supposed to be cut off, but it's hella cut off for me. I'm wondering if that's just because I'm using the software. Let's see. I'm gonna go with, I just picked up my PlayStation 5 controller. I'm not playing on a PlayStation 5. Okay. We're gonna go with find the person who gave me the collar. Or we're gonna go with anything because I pressed the wrong button. I think we should find the person who put the collar on me. Should I sound a little angrier? I think we should find the person who put the collar on me. You're right. That's something we need to do. If we didn't, my worries would remain. Additionally, it seems like the pimple pong ping pong. Pong 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 pong. Okay. Ping pong ping pong. I'm saying ping pong. Like the game. Okay. Additionally, it seemed like the culprit wanted this to happen. After texting back and forth with Yanagi for a while, we had settled on a plan. First, Enomoto and Yoshinari would locate the newly released Tomoki Ogata, while Sasuzuka continued to investigate Adonis' past. Yanagi would question Okazaki about anything he knew. And I would be the person responsible for this collar. Well, duh, you're wearing it. I have an early day tomorrow. I should sleep. Just who on earth could have collared me? Yanagi said they were related to the police. I know who did it, but I'm not going to say. The real search would begin tomorrow. I had a lot of ground to cover. I don't really... want to know. I've been so busy lately that I hadn't devoted much thought to the collar. What if... What if my assailant ended up being somebody I knew? Is it? Who knows? Bzz. While I considered that frightening thought, my phone vibrated. Just want to check on... Oh, it's Aiji. Just want to check on something. Huh, Yanagi? Was there something we didn't cover? I patiently waited for his next message. Okay. Okazaki didn't hit on you, did he? I couldn't contain a laugh. Same. To think that he had taken Okazaki's joke so seriously, I have to admit, it made me feel a little happy to know that Yanagi was so concerned about it. Yes, it always makes ye happy when a guy's jealous. It's a good thing. Okay, this is healthy jealousy. Hopefully it doesn't turn into crazy eyes jealousy. Are you sure? That's what I would do right here. Are you sure you want to know? That would be me. Surprising even myself, I sent off a teasing reply. Don't joke. You're joking, right? Haha. He's so serious. Normally, all we ever talked about was work. So it was relaxing to text like this. Like, you guys are like in like the middle of getting together, falling in love, and the only thing you guys talk about is work? I don't know, man. And at this point, you should know a little more about each other.
Work is sex. It will be sex.
My early anxiety faded, and I felt like I wanted to continue this a little longer. What's this? What's this? Teasing?
This cock tease.
Tease, tease, tease. I probably shouldn't tease him any further.
Get blue balls.
He might get angry if I overdid it. I'm just kidding, of course. Sorry for making you worry. What the? That's way too conceiting. Just go. I'm just kidding. You don't need to apologize. Alright. Sorry to keep you up. See you tomorrow. That's it. That's the only reply you get. Nothing like, good. Because I would be jealous.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been like, thanks.
I would be jealous.
Thanks.
Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun. Hello! Hello! I'm doing some messing around with my mic. So, don't mind me. Okay. I started putting my phone down when... Good night. That short, additional farewell warmed up my heart. Girl, your standards are low. He said, good night. And you're like, ooh, my panties. All he said was good. Girl, it's time to up your standards. Just a little. Like, we're not asking much here, but you're asking too little. He just says good night, and you're ready to go.
My panties probably get wet too. What are you talking
Like, just, The next day. My goal was now to find out the person responsible for putting this collar around my neck. Sigh. Oh, I'm supposed to be talking. I already made up my mind to cross this perilous bridge. I wander around and talk to people. I subtly tried to get people to talk, using particular words and leading them. I heard many stories of what people had been doing December 5th, the night I had been collared, but I didn't get any useful info. There's nobody that seems suspicious. In other words, the assault had been meticulously executed. Less than half a month until X Day, and we don't know when the next incident will occur. Incident? Look, I'm new to narration. Incident will occur, so we need a lead fast. Still, nothing had happened yet. Yesterday, Adonis had uploaded a new video to provoke the police, but that was it. Girl, that is something that happened. Still, nothing has happened yet, except for the video where he's taunting the police. I mean, that's nothing. Maybe the person responsible for the collar was just waiting for me to make my move. Are they still close to me? I lightly shook my head to clear the cobwebs, and I thought about what to do next. Wong. Where should I go from here? This is like the only part where they pretend it's a game. And the shooting part. That's it. We know what we're playing. We're okay with it.
お、星野じゃん。忙しそうだな。眉間にしわ寄ってるぞ。ま、能天気にしてられないのもわかるけどな。
So, Yuzuru is her friend that she met in cop school, and they graduated together, and they like to go out drinking sometimes. What's really nice is he's not a jealous friend. He's not trying to get in her pants behind the scenes. They're just friends. I love it.
俺もいい加減ストレス溜まっててさ、たまにはパッと飲みに行こうぜ。
星野どうした？元気ないぞ。たまにはうな重でもおごってやろうか。
This is Ichika's boss. He's very, like, adaptable. He's so nice to his underlings. Like, he'll give them time off if they need it. He'll work with them on hours. He's super nice dude.
あ、それともうち来るか？うちの嫁さんの飯は絶品だぞ。どんな疲れも吹っ飛ぶからな。
Alright, where are we going? 1, 3, 4.
まあまあ星野さん、ようこそいらっしゃいました。
Another plus to this game, the girls in this game are very fleshed out. They become your legitimate friends. No jealousy. They ain't trying to steal your boyfriend away from you. They're very capable at their jobs. It's really great. I love to see it. I really hate when I see these Otome games that have girls in the game, but eventually they're just jealous that you're taking one of those men and they were just close to everybody because they wanted to get in those men's pants. That happens all the time. It even kind of happens in this game, not too badly, but there's nothing really like that here. But man, I'm playing one currently where that's exactly what happens. And it was so maddening. It's like, I just want some female friends, okay? But in this game, both of the females that you meet throughout the main females that you meet throughout the paths, they're great. Eriko's great. She hates Kageyuki, and it's hilarious because they work together all day. I kind of ship them, but you're not supposed to ship other people other than you with these dudes. But I kind of ship them.
さて、今日こそ主任との関係について存分に語っていただけますわよね。折よく邪魔者はおりませんし。
どうしたお嬢ちゃん。難しいか。こんな年寄りでよけりゃ話し相手ぐらいにはなってやれるぜ。
Old timer. I honestly think this dude is like 37. So old. Oh, let's go say hi to what's her name?
またあんた？豆っちゃ豆だよね。
Kotoho is the other girl that you meet who becomes your friend in all the paths. She loves meat. It's hilarious. You can bribe her with food. She's greatest.
捜査本部に参加してんだし、こっちに来るよりよっぽど情報入るだろうに。ね、今日は何の用？あ、もしかして昼の弁当が焼肉だったりする？
See, there she goes talking about meat again. She wants some steak. She wants some steak all the time. She needs her red meat.
何かかかることでもありましたか？残念ながら捜査本部としても膠着状態に陥っています。お話しできるような進展はありませんよ。
I've got nothing worth reporting now. We're just skipping through him. He had nothing worth reporting on, so I can skip him.
何をこそこそと嗅ぎ回っている。痛くもない腹を探られるぞ。それでなくても今は
People will
そこら
think
中気が
you're
立っている奴が多い。
up to
目立つ行
something.
動は避けた方が身のためだぞ。
あ、星野さん、今日も異常なしっす。何も起きないのはありがたいんですけど、ここまで平和だとはちょっと退屈ですよね。あれ、吉成君ってば退屈なんだ。じゃあ訓練でもする？
Let's go
いやいや
train.
いや、いいっす。遠慮します。先輩の指導はもう十分。
I didn't learn any new information, so that whole scene was a giant waste of time. I feel like I'm losing touch. But there was one detail that stuck out while I had been poking around.
主任でしたら5日前からお休みをいただいています。
The director. Bom bom bom. So, Shirashi, taking a vacation?
何やらインフルエンザに罹患されたとかで。
He seems to have caught the flu. The flu?
驚かれるのも当然ですわ。私も最初は信じられませんでしたもの。
Crazy virus going around right now. Maybe he should quarantine.
あの主任すら倒すことが可能なインフルエンザウイルスとなれば、ぜひとも採取しておきたいですわね。それこそバイオテロにでも使えるかもしれませんわ。
Bioterrorism. It's COVID! It's COVID! Get out! I don't know about that. I'll just ignore that. I was really hoping that Shirashi could give me some hints to help pinpoint the mole within the police station. If the flu's put him out of work, then nothing can be done. Still, it made me uneasy. What if he was attacked by Adonis? No. I was worrying too much. I shook my head to get rid of that notion. For now, I'd report to Yanagi that I'd come up empty, and that Shirashi was on leave. I suppose this is enough. I typed out a summary and sent it off. Okay, come over tonight. Oh, hell yeah. Yes, I will, good sir. Good evening.
お疲れ。なんかお前がここに来るのも自然になったよな。
Oh, Enomoto. You sweet, sweet child. Hey, why are you acting so serious? I brought donuts.
たまに
Yeah, there he is. Oh, so you can be useful once in a while. There he goes.
榎本、コーヒーを入れてきて。
Aiji, that smooth ass voice.
へい、了解っす。
Oh, I'm so sweet. I'm so used to just reading through. As always, Okazaki and Yoshinara were on watch outside. It was business as usual. Shirashi isn't here.
じゃあ始めるか。まずは念のため確認しておくが。
Okay. After Enomoto returned with a pot of coffee, Yanagi sat down on the sofa and brought the meeting to order.
首輪の向こうにいるやつを突き止めても問題はないな。
Huh? Looking at Yanagi, I blinked in surprise. That was awfully direct, pointed question. I understood right away. Yanagi wasn't looking at me. He was looking at the collar instead.
今さら自分は安全地帯にいたいから探るなとは言い出さねえだろ
ああ、首輪のやつは次は自分にたどり着いてみせろと言った。それが楽しみでもあるともな。つまり自分を探られることに抵抗はない。むしろ星野を認めたからこそどこまでたどり着けるのか試したい節がある。
自分からたどり着けとかよくわかんねえな。そう簡単には探られない自信があるってことか。
それもあるだろうな。だが俺たちは手がかりを手に入れた。まだ先は長いが以前よりもそいつにたどり着ける可能性が見えている。星野に危険が及ばないなら俺たちは真相まで切り込むつもりだ。明らかにしてもいいんだな。
For a moment, the room was quiet. There was no response from the caller. I guess that means we're in the clear.
みたいだな。
じゃあ問題ないってことで話進めるぞ。まずはバカ猫から預かった USB の中身についてだ。プロテクトがきついのと特殊な暗号化されてるせいで解析には時間がかかりそうだが、正直驚いた。アドニスに関する情報の宝庫だ。アジトの場所も割り出す。
Woo! I might be heading into spoiler territory. Akito had trusted me with the information. This would help him as well. And I could feel his determination urging us onwards.
お手柄だバカ猫。あとは任せろ。
You did good, cat. Look at how cute he is. Look at those eyes. He's like a cat. Everybody keeps saying, Kageyuki is a cat. But this dude's a cat. Look at those eyes. Oh, I didn't.
セラを自首させたことで得られたものだ。お前の手柄なのは間違いない。それから
Thank you.
笹塚が白石の携帯へのハッキングに成功した。
Why would he hack Shirashi's phone? Am I heading into spoiler territory? Should I pause? What? Why Shirashi? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
お前が首輪をつけられた日、事務所にアドニスからの手紙を置いていったのは白石だったんだ。
The day they... Okay. Wow! What does all this mean? Could Shirashi be... Dude. I'm not that surprised because of certain other paths. I'm not going to say what happened in those. But this has been suspected for a bit. Enomoto and Sasazuka had odd expressions on their faces, but they didn't look surprised. Yanagi had probably told them earlier. Why else would Sasazuki tap his phone? But Yanagi has trusted Shirashi for such a long time. I knew that they had shared an old friendship. He was an eccentric man who I could never read, but he had given me good advice. Is it true?
本人から直接聞いた話だからな。まず間違いない。
Yanagi said it in a neutral expression. Are you saying that Shirashi put this collar on me?
いや、それは違う。おそらくだがな。本人も
We must
駒に過ぎないと言っていた。
save Shirashi?
首輪をつけたやつは間違いなくアドニスの中核を担う人間だろうからな。
Oh. Maybe I'm just worrying too much, but Shirashi hasn't come to work in 5 days. I texted you about it earlier, but you never answered me, and I feel kind of upset about that. But it's okay. No, it's not like you ever listen to me. Maybe he's been punished for outing himself to you.
あの人に限ってそれはね。
Look at him with his donut. He looks so cute with his donut. Oh, I love Takaru so much. You know, I put him lower on the liking route, but I do love him. I just want to make sure everybody knows, even though I put his route like as the second worst, I still love him because all the routes are good. Look at him with his little donut. Sasazuka brushed aside my worries. He didn't look concerned as he continued to munch on his donut. It was such an ordinary sight. It balanced a shocking revelation and calmed me slightly. Oh, I see.
白石さんはアドニスのスパイだったかもしれないけど、長い年月をかけて巧妙に警察内部に入り込んでた。柳さんにバレたくらいでボロ出すようなタイプじゃない。
That does make a lot of sense. He's quite the stubborn one.
それに手紙を置くメッセンジャーとして使いっ走りはさせられても X レイ事件に関与してない可能性もある。
え？アドニスのスパイなのに X デイ事件と関わりないってどういう意味だよ？
Yeah, good question.
これは
Question.
白石本人も以前から分析していたことだが、アドニスはおそらく内部分裂している。
What? That means.
アドニスが声明を出してはいるが、実際に X デイ事件を起こしたのはテロ組織とは縁もゆかりもない一般人だ。
Without strong ties. I just need to click on this faster.
復讐心を利用するために勧誘した付け焼き場の実行犯。アドニスと深い関わりを持つ人間じゃない。
So, Shirashi is an... I'm gonna call him Kageyuki. Is an instrument of revenge. We must save him. Or kill him? Or what's the path here? Save him! We've operated on the assumption for a while. They have no past ties to Adonis. They're pawns and they are treated as such.
けどな、アドニスは結構前からある宗教組織なんだよ。トップが何考えてんのか知らねえが、ここに至って新参者を入れて好き勝手やらせたのは事実だ。古株がそれに不満を持つってのもおかしな話じゃねえだろ。
Oh, gee. I suppose that's possible.
経歴から考えると、白石は長年アドニスの工作員として警察に潜入していたはずだ。ここで X デイ事件を調べていたのは俺たちの監視を兼ねていたとは思うが。
But why? Why would they have him on this? What's the point?
内部の状況そのものが不明瞭だったからとも考えられる。
I still understand what the point is.
つっても結局は今のところ憶測でしかないって感じですよね。
It's true.
まあな。
There was... Oh, I got an itch. There we go. There was likely infighting at Adonis. If the people behind X-Day had also put a collar on me, was it possible that Shirashi wasn't obeying orders from the people at the top? Still, it doesn't change the fact that he's part of Adonis. Adonis had horrifically killed many people. Honestly, I didn't want to believe that Shirashi was part of an organization like that. I'm shocked, of course, but I wonder how Yanagi felt when he found this out about his friend. He was acting normal, but he had to have been hurt like this, by this. Whatever. So, this is true then. Shirashi is... I didn't know him very well, but I wanted to trust Shirashi, because you did too. Almost imperceptibly, my voice trembled. Oh, okay, voice trembled. Got it. Tremble. When I looked up at Yanagi, he seemed like he was suffering.
で、白石さんの通話記録の中に一つ気になる発信元があった。
Sasazuka continued on the topic in his usual tone, as if trying to change the mood.
番号不明だが、発信元の場所は国会議事堂。それも回数が多い。かなり頻繁に連絡を取り合ってる。
それだけなら政治家に知り合いがいるだけとも思えるんだが、目のと。
もしかして。
ああ、繋がった。
Connected?
俺と吉成でこないだ釈放された尾形智樹の動向を張ってたんだけどな。 SP らしい人間とコンタクト取ってたんだ。
そいつは若手の政治家三国礼月の SP だった。
Ray Mikuni. Ray Mikuni, the son of the current prime minister?
三国礼、新進気鋭の政治家だ。
Oh wait, it's
若年層から
Mikuni
の
Ray.
支持が厚く、革新的な考えを若手議員として人気が高い。そして銃刀法の廃止に積極的だ。
Don't tell me he's the one behind this.
銃刀法廃止は数年前から水面下で実施に向けて動いてたんだ。今の政府主導で万全を期して法案を通すためにな。国際社会で負けない強い日本を作るためだとか。で、その主だった支持者の中にこいつの名前があった。
But lifting the weapons ban was supposed to help citizens resist Adonis and stop the X-Day crimes, right? Why would he and this movement be involved with Adonis?
だよな。アドニスにとっちゃターゲットが反撃できる武器を持つことになるんだから、本来なら避けたいはずだよな。
そこでさっきの内部分裂の話に戻るんだ。
Frankly, I was confused. Me too, girl. I'm confused too. Perhaps sensing my bewilderment, Yanagi stepped in to explain. Oh, good. Oh, good. We're gonna get an explanation. Am I gonna go off on a tangent? We'll see.
アドニスの中核を担う人物だった。しかしその三国より上の立場にいる人間がアドニスの幹部としては上に逆らえない。だから政治家として手を打った。そうは考えられないか。
Has that occurred to you? So, this guy became a politician and has been Adonis the whole time. But why would Ray Mikuni be mixed up with Adonis to begin with? That was a terrible line read. I apologize. As a certain central leadership figure at that, I tried hard to consider the reasons.
三国礼の父は知っての通り、現総理大臣の三国幸久。 母親、その幼い頃に死別してる母親がとある宗教組織に属してた。組織自体は名も知られてない小規模のものだけどな。
A religious group. So, what we're getting from this scene.
総理にな
Hold
る前の
on.
こととはいえ、
I need to see if
経歴から
I'm
隠蔽され
confirmed
た。
on this.
だが突っ込んで調べりゃわかる。
それに関して追加情報がある。2年前の総理大臣暗殺未遂事件の時にアドニスのスパイとして潜り込んでいた SP についてだ。警察その他のデータベースでは当然そいつの名前は隠蔽されていたんだが、岡崎から聞き出せてその同僚の過去と家族をたどったところ、ある宗教組織が浮上した。
Would it be the same group that Rei Mikuni's mother belonged to?
ああ、その通りだ。偶然にしてはできすぎている。
It's not a coincidence.
ピンポイントな情報なら拾いやすい。セラが残したデータ、漁ってみるか。
Determined, Sasasuka turned to his computer. The office was filled with the sounds of his keyboard. With the sounds of his keyboard for a little while. Sasasuka's hand stopped a few minutes later.
一つそれらしいのが引っかかった。
That was fast.
三国千穂、アドニスの前身でもある宗教組織の幹部だったらしいな。
おそらくこの人物が三国レイの母親だろう。
You lost me.
俺も
Me too. Yee! It's me and Enomoto. Over here in the corner not getting it. Rei Mikuni was related to Adonis. For now, that was certain. I think. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. Let's go, Enomoto. I managed to grasp that much. I hadn't managed to absorb all of what they said, but I knew they have gotten, they would have gotten. There we go. But I knew they'd gotten a lot of intel. Rei Mikuni reports.
これくらいで値上げんのかよ。
Crapping out on us already? Yeah, actually.
おいおい整理していってくれ。今後の方針だが、まずはこの三国レイの身辺を探ってコンタクトを取るのが最優先だ。
Okay.
それで
Okay.
お前の方はどうだ？よし。
Sorry, I didn't make any progress.
そうか。
I felt gloomy. Gloomy. My voice was going out for all this narration. Maybe it was because I hadn't made any headway, or maybe it was because everything I thought I knew was now suspect. I feel like this game is about to head in the most anime direction. I feel like I was worse off than when I began. It wasn't a pleasant feeling.
ああ、一気に情報詰め込んで脳みその許容量を超えたっつうが、ちょっと休憩し。
I am with Enomoto. That was a lot of exposition. That was so much exposition. That was like an exposition super dump. Like,
バカに
whoa.
難しすぎたか。その間にもう少し
Too much
解
for the
析
idiot.
進めとく。
It's too much for me.
少し頭を冷やそう。一服してくる。
He smokes. It's a bad habit. Oh, Yanagi. I said that wrong. Oh, Yanagi. There it is. I hadn't expected him to say that. I also sure why he hasn't stopped. I put this on auto. I don't want it on auto. I'm gonna take this off. There we go. I probably didn't want him to leave me behind. I had to start, okay. I had to start suspecting people I knew now. Can I come with you?
あ
Yee. Yes, let's get into some non-spoilery lemon romance shit. And I have to process that gigantic expo dump. So I think what it was saying is that Adonis is a religious group that was formed by a religious cult, formed by a religious cult, but also Prime Minister's son is involved, also the mob, and that sounds convoluted. So I'm gonna hope it becomes more clear later on. However, it might just get more anime, where it just gets more convoluted, and you have to just go with it. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on. Yanagi nodded. Ooh. Up on the rooftop. Click, click, click. A biting wind was blowing on the rooftop. It sounded strangely sad.
寒くないか
Are you cold? I'm fine. I didn't really notice the cold. Maybe because so much was on my mind. Besides, I felt pretty comforted just by being outside with Yanagi.
身内を疑わなきゃならないからな。神経がすり減るのも当たり前だ。
That would wear on anyone. Give me hugs. Yanagi. It was obvious he was concerned about me. But we won't get anywhere unless we start. Still, it was just too difficult for me to find anything suspect about them. My personal desire to trust them was too strong, so it clouded my judgment. The thought only depressed me further. This was not the time for sentimentality.
逆に考えてみたらどうだ
Why don't you try thinking about it in reverse, okay?
ああ信じたい気持ちを無理やり抑える必要はない。疑うのは簡単だ。いつでもできる。なら、お前が信じている部分はそのままに、理屈で考えてみるしかないだろう。
Rationally. By process of elimination. I'll get this eventually. By process of elimination, you mean?
ああこれは多分、お前自身が答えを出さなきゃいけないものだ。
Okay. Well, she has learned to trust people who did a lot of crappy things. Again, not gonna say what, because spoilers. And I do want you guys to play this game. I want everybody to play it. Like, if you're a dude, if you're a girl. I mean, dudes, you could, like, look over the romance. It's got beautiful scenes. My mic is cracking. I apologize. It's got beautiful scenes where they actually show the girl. So you know it's not you. The art is gorgeous. And the story is great. It's actually getting an anime. Or it has an anime. I'm going to have to look that up. And I'm very excited about it. Because that means I get to show it to Vice. And, like, he won't think it's weird. I want him to play Otome Games on his stream. I think it would be really funny to see what he picks and what the differences between us two is. I think that would be pretty great. Okay, so I'm going to see if this scene is beautiful and romantic. Let's do it. Unless I discover the answer myself, I won't be able to accept it. Someone I trust had put the collar on my neck. That was the stark reality.
都庁での事件の時、お前は自分で解決できる力があったのに、俺を信じて任せてくれた。俺が撃たなきゃ意味がないと言ってくれた。今回もそれと同じだ。だが、あの時お前が俺を支えてくれたように、一緒に情報を整理することはできる。
Aiji and her have already been through some shit. But again, I'm not going to say what it is. But they've been through some shit together. Absolutely. But, you know, they can't decide if they want to be boyfriend or girlfriend. Because that's just how this goes.
まずは、そうだな。首輪をつけられた夜のことを思い出してみろ。
Ah, right. That night I was heading home after work. I attempted to recall the night of December 5th. Somehow, I felt like it was ages ago. I had canvassed the area for witness accounts, but I never really thought about what I was doing there that night. On the way home, I got a call from Machida saying that a fight had broken out at Shinjuku Garden. I went to the scene to stand by, but Mochida hadn't arrived yet. Then, I was knocked out from behind. When I came to, I was lying in the church. Someone had sewn red anemone? Or is it anemone? Is it French or is it not French? Is it French or is it not French? Either way, I'm going to pick the wrong answer. Red anemone flowers around me, and I heard a voice come from the collar. Still echoey. We're working on it.
これから私は X デーまでの間、あなたの行動を監視させていただきます。
So, here's the part where I go off on a tangent. Because I don't understand. I've played through all 4 of these so far, and of course I'm working on the 5th. But I still don't understand why they collared her to make her understand and watch her until the end of the X Day thing. Like, why is she that important? I think they tried to explain it in one of the routes, but it flew right over my head because it was just like, well, you're like a strong person. And I was like, that's not a reason. There has to be something that made them decide that Ichika was going to be the one, and I have yet to see a reasonable reason for that. The premise is great. The setup is weak, but I like the premise. But I have to admit, the setup, I got collared, and here's what happened, which is the overarching narrative of the whole thing, is kind of weak. The way they made it try to work doesn't work. And if you can suspend your disbelief just about that, everything else is pretty good. I'm not going to say that might not change. That won't change at the end, because it could change at the end. They'll finally explain it in a way where I'm like, oh, I get it now. But going through 4 of these paths, I'm doubting it. So, I want them to surprise me, but I'm doubting they will. Again, I'm not saying this game is bad. I actually really enjoy it. I'm really big into, like, mystery and scary things happening around. So this is really appealing to me. But the collar premise and the way that they practiced it. What is it when you actually put it? The execution. There it is. The execution was just really weak to me. It's such a shame because I like the collared premise, but it's such a strange execution. We're gonna put a collar on you, make you meet these 5 men, and then we're just gonna watch what you do. Also, I can hear everything you say in this collar, and I'm not gonna argue with you at all when you talk shit about my terrorist organization. What are they monitoring for? In some paths, she actively resists what they're saying. But they still aren't like, oh yeah, okay, we're monitoring you still. You can do whatever you... And it just feels like they're monitoring her as a sick joke to just troll her. And the other 4 guys, I guess, is like a social experiment. Because I don't know why they want her so badly. I don't know why they kept her alive. There are other X-Day incidents where nobody else was left alive. Why did they choose to keep her alive? It felt like, or maybe it feels like, somebody close to her who's not Shirashi would be the only reason that this would work. But I'm trying to scroll back into all the other characters about who that description would fit, and there's nobody. Nobody's been that close to her. I mean, her boss could be super nice man, could be evil. And not her childhood friend, her cop school friend. These are the only people who knew her before this started. At least in the game. I'm sure she knew people before. But in this game, it's only been those two. Where she really had like more of a connection to. And unless, what's his name? The cop guy. Not the cop guy. The school cop friend is evil. I'm not really sure why anybody would care about her this much. And I went on a pretty major tangent there. Right before we get to the romance. Maybe there won't be any romance. And I'm going to be disappointed. But this is the tangent we're going on. So far, premise good, execution weak. I'm really hoping that changes near the end of this. But doubtful. There we go. TLDR.
そして、あなたが自分の正義を貫いたその時こそ、こんな形ではなく、直接お会いすることをお約束します。
まず、性別は絞れるか？
Could I tell the voice's gender? Yeah, it sounded like a male to me. Inamoto, 23. Takeru, 24. Kageyuki, 29. Kazuki, 18. Yuzuru, 23. Masanobu, 32. Hajime. Oh, these guys. They're counting these guys too. But she didn't know them before either. We learned about these guys in these routes. If the kidnapping was the work of one person, then they would have moved me to this new area on their own. It'd be tough for a woman to move me that far.
じゃあ次だ。
Would it?
残った候補。
I think a woman could do it.
その人物の弱みになるような。例えば、家族がいて、よく話題にするようなやつはいるか。
Maybe frequently bringing up their family. Dude, my boss! Oh my god! My boss totally brings them up all the time! Is it my boss? I was just ranting about this, and I swear to god if it's the boss. My mind is about to be blown, and I ranted for no reason. Yeah, my boss does all the time. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I went on this rant for no reason because they were about to explain it to me. Was it the boss? Was it the boss? Was it the boss? He knew her. I just said he was a nice person. Oh no. Mochida immediately came to mind. He was always speaking fondly of his wife.
この計画を企てた人間は、おそらくだが、単独行動を好んでいる。作り話で家族のことを話題として持ち出すかもしれないが、調べられればボロが出る。だから、頻繁に口にはしないだろう。そういう人間がいるなら。
Oh no! So, this is making me suspicious. Is it boss? Is it you? Is it her cop school friend? Remember, those are the only two I said that this story would make sense with. And I think the story is kicking me in the ass and going, eat your words. Because it's leaning toward those two. so blown. I'm gonna have to take back everything that I said if this is true.
次にお前の帰宅時間を把握している人間は絞れるか？
When you usually go home. Oh, that's the cop school friend. No, really? Oh no, it's between those two, huh? What's his name? Sayaki? Yuzuru? Is that him? He always knows because we would go out drinking together every time I was off work. I'm saying I because I'm supposed to be the MC. I know it's Ichika. What? I was just saying this. Did I figure this out? I think I can narrow it down with that. They would need to know my home route if they were going to locate and ambush me while I was on the way home.
つまり身軽な立場という可能性が高いな。立場が上の人間がうろついていたら、それだけの視線を集める。
My mind! It's blown! Oh no!
最後だ。奴はお前を良き理解者、さらにお前の正義に共感していると言った。自分の正義について話したことがある。またはそれを把握できる立場。当てはまる人間はいるか？
A low-ranked man who didn't talk about his family much, knew what justice meant to me, and sympathized with me. Oh no. Okay, so low-ranked. It can't be the boss. Oh, how low-ranked is the boss? Is the boss pretty high on the totem pole? I can't remember. I think he's pretty high on the totem pole. He's just in a different department. He's like pretty high on the totem pole in the department. Oh no, that means it's only one person. And I just went on a tangent about this. There is. I could feel the blood rising to
答え
my
に近づい
face.
たみたいだな。
It looks like you're close to the answer. Oh my god. Is it really? I can't believe it. This must be a nightmare. I don't know whether to take back my tangent or be glad that I figured it out. Have I known all this time in my heart? Was I willfully playing dumb?
悪いが、俺もいろいろと調べさせてもらった。結果、疑わしい人間は確かにいた。
Yanagi was trying to guide me. In other words, he already knew the answer. He wasn't talking about likelihoods anymore. He knew what the answer he had would mean to me.
お前が信じたくない気持ちはわかる。だが今は、お前が信じているそいつは別人だと思って。
Trusted friend? Oh no! Oh no, it's cop school guy! No! I was just saying how I liked him. Just being a friend. And now I'm really sad. I really got to get rid of this echo. Hello? Echo, echo? Echo, echo. Oh no! Yeah, there's still an echo. It only does it when I'm working with the Elgato. So I'm going to have to fix that. Not sure how, but you're just going to have to deal with my background echoes. Oh, man. This game just kicked me in the face. Stepped on me. Oh, I need to look him up because I don't remember his name. Is it Yuzuru? I don't remember his name. Okay, I gotta do some wikiing for characters in, I just saw it too, but I'm not gonna go back. I'm just gonna look it up. Yuzuru Sayaki. Yeah, I had it. I had the wiki up. already because I knew I would forget people's names. It's Yuzuru. Sayaki. Yeah, I was right. Okay. Oh no! Is Yuzuru his first name or his last name? According to the wiki, Yuzuru is his first name. Okay. Oh no! It is Yuzuru! I'm so surprised! I'm so surprised! He was just like this cop school friend who you went out drinking with? What? I both didn't see who's coming, and also called it. Because I was saying that this is the only way it would make sense. The only two characters who you knew before this game was Yuzuru and your boss. Oh no! I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked. How do I go to OK? How do I go to OK? Let me go to OK. There we go. Can I confirm? No? Sayaki P. He's a producer. It's okay. How do I confirm? There we go. Yeah. Amazing. Sayaki? I didn't want to believe it. I couldn't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm both proud that I called it, but also embarrassed because I said they weren't going to do it. I was like, the only way this makes sense is this, but they're not going to do it because the execution is bad. I have to reevaluate now. Reevaluate my score. This has to be some mistake. Sayaki has been my friend since our training. He couldn't have anything to do with X-Day. The X-Day crimes had only started in the past year. You're wrong. That's impossible.
Hoshino.
He's so cute. Oh my god, he's getting near me. Doki doki. Yanagi reached for my trembling shoulder. His sleeve brushed me. His sleeve. Yanagi was warm, and he smelled of tobacco. It made me relax just a bit. What? A phone? I swear to God. Then, my phone rang. Hands trembling, I checked the screen. I was about to get some Doki Doki, and the phone got in the way. The name it displayed was Sayaki. Yuzuru. Well, he was listening through the collar. I'm so shocked. I'm so shocked. What? I don't know. I know my head, my mind is just blown. I'm like so shocked. Okay, let us see. Let's see what's going on. I can't let it ring forever. Sayaki? The phone slipped through my stiff and unresponsive fingers. This is a different kind of Doki Doki. Yanagi caught my phone as it fell from my hands. I sluggishly looked up at him. I didn't know what to do. At Yanagi's beckoning, I timidly answered the call. Yes?
星野なんだよ。えらい暗い声して。
Oh, you bastard. You're pretending. You can hear me. What do you need?
いや、今日お前を署で見かけたとき、かなり
It's true.
顔してたからさ。気分転換に飲みにでも行かないか？最近ご無沙汰だろ？
Is he not listening? Is somebody else listening? No. No trust. Don't trust. Don't trust. No trust. Da.
おい、どうした？大丈夫か？
Girl. Do a better job. Ah. Sorry. I'm fine. I can't. I have plans today.
なんだ、残念だな。ま、特防も最近忙しそうだしな。捜査本部でもバタバタしてんだろ。
Yeah.
都合のいい日メールしといてくれよ。
Oh, okay.
また酒でも飲み交わしながらさ。俺
Let's have a passionate discussion about
語
justice.
り合おうぜ。
Oh, he did that on purpose. My hand is over my mouth because I'm so shocked, and that's why I suddenly sound muffled. He did that on purpose. He said that on purpose. If you hear me muffled, it's because my hand is over my mouth. That's what happens when I get really shocked. And doubtful.
なんて言ってた？
What's that shock face? What's that shock Pikachu face? What'd he say? He asked me out for a drink. The word I just heard replayed in my head over and over. Why did he suddenly say that particular word? Right at that moment. The answer was right in front of me, but I just didn't want to believe it. He always springs it on me like that. Whenever there's something he wants to vent about, or a funny story he wants to tell me, whenever he wants to tell me something, he'll suddenly invite me out for a drink. But it usually happens when I'm feeling down.
このタイミングで電話をかけてきたのはどう
Yeah, it's not.
わざとでしかない。
He said justice. He knows what's going on.
首輪を通して俺たちの会話を聞いているからわざとかけてきた。
Yeah,
これたんだ。
that's what I'm saying. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt so bad. Because when you're playing through this game, as soon as you start getting through the path, you just blatantly neglect him at that point. It's just like, well, not talking to you anymore. And so I feel bad for him. But now he's evil. And I'm torn. That's not true. Sayaki's always like this.
星野。
You're wrong. You're wrong. It can't be true. Not Sayaki. Yeah, I'm with you. While I was desperately denying it, something Sayaki had once said came to mind. Oh no.
武器を持てるのはある意味選ばれた人間だ。そうじゃなきゃ秩序なんか保てない。なあ、星野。お前は犯罪者を目の前にしたとき、守るために撃つ覚悟があるんだよ。
I'm trying to remember if he actually ever said that in the game, but I can't remember. You're just gonna have to play it to see.
俺が警察官になったのは人々の幸せと世界平和のためって言ったら爆笑されてさ、どこがいけないんだっつうの。純粋な夢だと思うだろな。
Oh boy.
今も特防で困ってる人の悩みを聞いてるし、お前は間違いなく誰かの役に立ってるな。
俺が言うんだから間違いないって。まあ全部を救うなんてのは難しいけどさ。せめて自分の手が届く場所にいる人が悲しんでたら助けたいよな。俺もいい加減ストレス溜まっててさ、たまにはパッと飲みに行こうぜ。
I liked him too. I swear to God, at the end of this, if we find out he did this because he's like in love with her, I'm gonna be so sad. Like, right now, I'm intrigued. I'm back to being on board with the plot. But I swear to God, if it turns out that he's gonna be like, because I was in love with you, and I wanted you to go down the same path with me, I'm gonna be like, no, so stereotypical, I'm done. Because as I said before, I liked the fact that he was just like this friend and they would hang out and go drinking together. But now I'm starting to think he's pulling a Kylo Ren here. You're nothing, but not to me. Join me. I'm evil, but I love you. We're two sides of the same coin. I really hope that that's not what it is. Please don't let it be that. How much of this is just lies? Or was it all true? It was confusing. I couldn't think straight, and my vision blurred. Oh, I fainted. I'm so dainty and weak-willed that I fainted. His back was warm. Oh, Doki Dokis. Oh, look at this. This looks beautiful.
落ち着け。
He whispered into my ear. His tone was gentle, like he was comforting a child. I don't want him comforting me like a child. Comfort me like a woman. It was a calm and gentle voice. But it didn't reach my heart. Whoa! Rejected!
大丈夫だ。大丈夫だから。
How can you say that? Sayaki is...
お前は俺が過去に人を殺したと聞いたときどう思った？
Well, you were a cop, so that's fine. Huh? His sudden question startled me, but the answer came immediately. Fuck off? I wanted to believe in you. I chose not to obsess over it, and decided to wait to hear your side of the story. I thought Yanagi couldn't do such a thing. That's why I really wanted to hear him explain it to me before I judged him.
お前が佐伯という男を信じたいならその
Aww,
必要はない。
he read your mind.
どんな事情があろうとアドニスが今までやってきたことは許されない。
Doki Dokis. I'm getting the low battery signal, so after this I might have to stop.
だからといって事情を知ろうとする気持ちを抑える必要もない。目を背けるよりはずっといいはずだ。
Yanagi. Gradually, Yanagi's words began to seep into my heart. There we go. I didn't have to lose my willingness to trust.
すべてが嘘だったと思い込む必要はないんだ。嘘の中にも必ず真実はある。そいつから受け取った優しさや強さはお前にとっては本物だ。それを否定する必要はどこにもない。俺を肯定してくれたように。
I want to trust him. Oh, this is so cute. I touched Yanagi's arm with my hand. Her wrists are so tiny. my cold fingers didn't move as I wanted. They must have reflected the state of mind. My state of mind. I just don't want to believe that Sayeki has been behind all of this. Yeah. I thought I'd been mentally prepared for this. No matter who the mole was in the force. Or who put the collar on me. But all that determination was crumbling now that I had hit upon the truth. It was heartbreaking. It's basically a denial of everything I ever believed about him. But, like Yanagi said, I didn't have to throw it all away. For a while after I'd come to my conclusion, Yanagi just held me close until he was sure I'd calmed down. Doki
とりあえず
Dokis!
これでも飲め
So many Doki
体が冷え切ってるぞ
Thanks. When we finally returned to the office, Yanagi made me a cup of hot cocoa. I gripped the mug with both hands, still lost in thought. I couldn't see an answer.
星野、今日はここに泊まっていけ
Oh, what? This is getting racy. I know. Knowing him, it's just because he wants to protect. But still. Eh? My impaired mind couldn't understand why Yanagi would abruptly suggest such a thing. As I blinked slowly, Yanagi explained himself by slowly sipping his own cup of hot cocoa.
首輪の声佐伯はいつか直接会うことになるって言ったんだろう
Oh. Right. I'm gonna pretend that she was super disappointed.
正体が判明した今いつまたお前が狙われるかわからない今日にでも行動に出る可能性がある
Could even happen today.
ただ今すぐ佐伯を罪に問うのは難しいまず確実に証拠が出ない俺たちだけで捕らえるにしてもかなり無理があるな
My stomach sank, watching Yanagi consider our options. It was probably more than my sadness and pain. I never knew anything about Sayeki at all. Still, it felt like a massive betrayal. I had trusted him. Yo, what up? Yanagi had moved next to me now and began patting me on the head. This dude needs to stop treating me like a child. I am a woman.
X デー事件を通して俺たちはいろんな人間を見てきた自分の正義を守ろうとする人間自分の正義を探している人間正義などどうでもいいと吐き捨てる人間それからたとえ自分の手を血で染めることになっても己の正義を貫こうとする人間正義は人の数だけある何が本当に正しいかなんて決められないだから自分の思うように自分の心に正直に動くしかないんだ俺はずっと自分の正義が見えなかった事件を追うのも人を助けるのも過去に自分がしたことから逃げるためだけの口実でただの自己満足なんじゃないかと不安だっただが俺が動くことで助けられる人間は必ずいるたとえきっかけが自己それを思い出させてくれたのはお前だ星野本気で事件に立ち向かおうと思えたのもお前がいるからだ
We're at Doki Doki level 3, people. Yanagi. His words filled me with courage like nothing else could. Me too. I've only been moving forward because you were here with me. I had been truly afraid. I wanted to run away. I'd been ambushed and collared by a person unknown, paralyzed and left to die. I didn't know what to do when I was collared. I just wanted to run and hide. But when I saw that you were trying to restore a normal life to Shinjuku, I wanted to help you from the bottom of my heart. That's where it started for me. It was the moment I felt like I could fight against X-Day. And now here I was. That meant I could only step forward. I could only follow the path I believed in. Thank you, Yanagi. That was supposed to be much more
礼
sentimental.
を言うのは俺の方だ。
And I'm sorry for being so distracted.
いや、謝るのも多分俺の方なんだが、こう。
I'm the only ones. I'm all the only ones. I'm the only one who needs to be doing either. I'm finally calm now, thanks to you.
そうか。落ち着けたならいいんだが。
I can feel at ease because you're with me. When I said that and smiled, Yanagi chuckled in return. It touched my heart. I wanted to tell him my honest feelings. Then tell him your honest feelings. This is a great time. Y'all are like mushy right now. Just do it. Oh, she did it! Oh, girl. She did it. She's very bold in this route. She's very bold. In one of the routes, she was so like, I don't know what I'm going to tell him. I'm just never going to tell him. In this route, she's just like, I love you, bitch. I love it.
Huh?
Oh yeah, he's so surprised. The sudden confession made his eyes go wide, just as I expected. I'd finally come right out and said it, and that was good enough for me. Saeki and the collar still weighed heavily on my mind, but this message came out straight from my heart. It was the time to tell him. It was the time to tell him. Good job. You're really precious to me. I thought I just looked up to you at first, but now I know it's something more.
俺は
He's so dumbfounded. That's cute. Yanagi looked uneasy. I could tell he was confused. It's okay. I just wanted to say it. I don't need an answer. Sorry for dropping this on you. There's only 10 days left until X Day. I'm not totally sure what I can do, or what will happen, or whether I'll be able to face the truth. But my feelings of wanting to be with you... Oh, wait, no. Feelings of wanting to be by your side are genuine. Dotty-dotty-dot. We are at Doki Doki level 4, people. It's been a long day, so I'll get some sleep. May I borrow your sofa? No. Girl. Sleep with
俺
him.
のベッドを使え。
Aw.
榎本のベッ
He's
ド
a
で寝る
butt.
か。
He didn't even answer. He just like, I don't know. It's a lot to process. The worst thing he could have done was not answer or say thank you. Now he did that. Thank you. I took him up on his offer. It'd be far more comfortable than the sofa. Girl, just admit it. You want to sleep in his bed. You want to smell him. And cuddle with his pillow. We know the truth. I crawled into his bed for the second time. I sighed contentedly as I felt its warmth. It smells like you. See? What did I say? It smells like you, Yanagi. I told you. I told you. She just wants to take a deep breath in those sheets and go, ah, yeah. What? She said it. Alright, his answer was funny. He just coughs in response. It smells like you, Yanagi. Because she sounds so creepy. Imagine if you were like dating some girl or like half dating, and she slept on your bed and she went, "It smells like you." Yanagi suddenly stood up, coughing.
悪い。タバコ臭いとか、そういうやつか。
Yeah, it does. A little bit, but I kind of like it.
そうか。
Aw, this dude is so composed in all routes, where he's just like, I'm the leader, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this, and this, and this, and this. And she said her creepy bullshit, and he's like, I'm just so charmingly befuddled. It's cute, whatever. I snuggled up in the bed, savoring the scent. It was almost like being embraced by Yanagi. You know, if you asked him, he probably would do that for you. Until my eyes finally closed. Yanagi kept shooting me uncomfortable glances. He's freaked out. He's like, holy shit, this bitch just told me that she loved me and that she wants to smell me. What do? We're seeing it from his point of view. And the first thing he says is, good grief. Good sign, I guess.
一生懸命で、強気で、まっすぐで、時々、こっちが驚くようなことを平気でするな。今は、俺がそばにいることで、お前が少しでも安らげるなら、それで怖い夢を見ないよう、そばで見守ってる。俺は、おやすみ。
That's not... I don't know. All he said was, if me being here causes you comfort, then I'll stay. That is not a, I love you too. That is, after this is over, I'm booking it. See you later. I'm a dip. So what happened
岡
with
崎に
Hoshino?
任せた。よく言い聞かせておいたから大丈夫だろう。
Did he just leave his apartment? Oh, this ain't looking good for you, MC. Ichika, you might have fucked
岡
up.
崎と吉成が二人がかりで警護して遅れを取ることはまずないはずだ。
一応あいつら凄腕 SP だしな。そうは見えねえけど。
今は少しでも休ませてやりたい。こっちでできる限りのことをするぞ。
佐伯譲ってやつのことですよね。
柳さんに連絡もらってからすぐに調べたけど、今のとこ不審な点は見つからね
え。写真見て驚いたぜ。俺も一度会ったことあるけど、正直テロを起こすようなやつに見えなかった。
知能犯は表と裏の顔を使い分ける。佐伯も実動は他の人間に任せて一般人を装っていたんだろうが。
経歴がまっさら綺麗で傷一つねっつうのが逆に怪しすぎるって話だけど、テロ組織に関与してようとなかろうと普通に生きてりゃ多少は引っかかるとこはある。
やはり作られたものである可能性が高いな。
作られたってまさか戸籍偽装とかそういうことっすか？
お、バカにして鋭いじゃねえか。その通り。
だとすると尻尾をつかめねえってことになるんじゃね？
そんなわけねえだろ。佐伯譲って人間は確かに存在してんだ。本人じゃねえなら入れ替わった瞬間が必ずある。
笹塚、データ上の調査はお前に頼んだ。俺と榎本は。
了解。じゃ。
どうした？
マジかよ。
おい、なんか PC やばい音してるぜ。大丈夫なのかよこれ？
まったく大丈夫じゃねえよ。入り込まれたな。
え？ ハッキングされたのか。
くっそ、書き換えられてる。
アドニスか。
こんにちは、探偵事務所の皆さん。
まさか首輪のやつか。
いや違う。これまで首輪越しに聞いてきた声じゃない。それこれは肉声だ。
判別いただいて何よりです。事務所の方に伺おうと思ったのですが、お留守だったのでこちらにお邪魔しました。
あっちも侵入されたか。随分と優秀なやつ囲ってるみてえだな。
セラ・アキトのことは非常に残念です。彼は類まれな技術を持ち、我々の理念と近しい精神を持って、彼らの中では唯一正式に仲間へと加わっていただきたかった人材なのですけどね。
うまくいかなくて残念だったの。
ええ、残念です。ですが我々と志を同じくする者たちの中には、実際こうしてあなた方のブレーンを翻弄しているのがいい証拠です。太刀打ちできるなどと思わないでください。
お前三国だな。
三国。What?
感じでした。
What? What? What?
まああなた方ならたどり着いているとは思いました。
What? Wait! 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 What? 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 Okay, okay. I'm settling in. I got this.
たどり着いていようといまいと連絡を差し上げるつもりではありましたが、はじめまして、三国レイと申します。
三国レイ。
ご丁寧にそっちからコンタクトを取ってくると思う。手間が省けたっちゃ省けたから。やり方ってもうなんだろう。俺の PC に何してくれんだ。
He's mad his PC is broken. Can you, please bring my PC back to normal? I got games to play.
ささすか、落ち着け。文句なら後で聞いてやる。それで三国、一体何のつもりだ。
あなた方に折り入ってご相談があります。
そうだ。
X デイを止めたいとか、あいつの首輪を外してやるとかなら喜んで聞いてやるけど。
話が早くて助かりますね。その通りです。
は
詳しくは直接会ってお話ししましょう。ああ、その際首輪の実験体は連れてこないようにお願いします。
星野のことか。
そうです。彼女がいては話になりませんから。
We're gonna get a
詳しい場
whole
所はまた連
exposition
絡し
scene.
ます。それではひとまずこれで。
Okay. So this is where I'm gonna stop because my controller is
本
dying.
当に出勤して大丈夫なの？
So let me figure out. There we go. What will happen? You can see I have saves for everybody. Let's see. Everybody. It's a good spot. So, let's see. We've learned a lot. I can't believe that I accidentally got this right. And also Saeki is all evil. Maybe he's not. I will save him. I will save everybody. I just want to be friends with people. I'm kind of back on board with this plot. So right now I'm going to bump the game up to 7.5 out of 10. Remember, my rankings are only for Otome Games. I have a completely different ranking for Otome Games than I do for regular games. Obviously, Otome Games and regular games I would say visual novels and regular games aren't really the same thing. So you kind of have to rank them differently. I haven't made a favorite Otome game list yet, so I'm not sure where to put it. Maybe soon I'll stream what my list is, and that would be pretty fun. I have so many unplayed ones though. I have Pio Fiore, Cafe Enchante, Code Realize, Collar X Malice, Unlimited. I'm gonna go grab the sequel for Code Realize. I have so many games I haven't played it. I have Oz Mafia, Written in the Stars on Switch. I have so many, but I've also played a lot. So I'd have to figure out what my list is. I'll need to figure out like what my list is. I guess before I put it in there. However, I know it's going to be pretty high. I'm not sure it'll get up to levels of like Dandelion and Psychedelica of the Ashen Hawk, which is a fantastic game. It really has problems in it being a game though. I'll have to get into that at some point. Chariots does really good stuff. I love Dandelion. I love Nameless. I love Mystic Messenger. I do kind of wish they would put out something instead of just doing Mystic Messenger. But we're waiting. So I'm not really sure. Right now, I'm borderline on giving this a 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10? Maybe 7 out of 10. We'll go with 7 right now. I'm not trying to... I think for the future of this series, which is called Hey Hey Otome, I will be doing parts of each route. I'm not going to do the whole route because I do want to make it so people will want to go buy it. I want people to support Otome Games because it's so niche, and I would love to see more come over here. It feels like the only genre that's really specifically for women who game, and that's really cool. And it's like really great. It's like an interactive novel, and women really like to read anyway, so that works out. I know that's generalizing, but most of the people I know who are like really big readers are all women. So I would really like to see people buy these games and support Axis and maybe other companies who would be willing to bring them over. So there's a fine line for me to advertise it, show it off on the stream, and show how awesome Otome Games can be, and just playing through the entire thing and making it so you don't even need to buy it. So I'm gonna learn that line. I think for future reviews, I'm gonna stream some routes in certain places. I won't stream the whole route, but I will stream routes in certain places. Maybe one route per stream. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. And then I will review each route, each character, the whole game as a whole, the art, the narrative, all of it. Because you can like a character, but hate their route. That's what happened to me with Jumin Han in Mystic Messenger. I loved his character. In fact, he's still one of my favorite Otome characters, like, ever. He's so great. But his route was lackluster, and it makes me mad. Especially when you compare it to routes like Zen's, which was fine, and routes like 707, which I understand. He was mechanical, but I don't care. I need the rest of the guys as deep as his. And Jumin's was just a giant disappointing mess. However, I like Jumin as a character. He's great in everybody else's routes. Every route that I did, I was always distracted by him because I loved him so much. It was just a shame. So the character would be like 10 out of 10. But the route, 4 out of 10. And I can explain that much better later. But, you know, I got distracted. I can explain that much better later, but this isn't a Mystic Messenger review. This is a Collar X Malice play-through review. So, for characters, right now, Collar X Malice is getting a really high score. None of the characters are really stereotypical. They have their stereotypical moments, but they feel very fleshed out. I'm not sure where it's going with IG. I'm a little iffy now. I thought he would be a really strong story, but this back and forth thing that they're doing is weird. I don't know. They just seem to be like bouncing for no reason, just to keep up the length, I suppose. See, with Takeru, their romance happened in the middle, and then it was just them being together, and I liked that. With Enomoto's, his happened at the very end. Kageyuki's, it made me mad until the after credit scene. I was so mad about it until the after credit scene. Look, I don't ask for much in my Otome game, but I need kisses and I need doki dokis. That's all I ask. Also, good plot. I like good plot. And I really like the plot of Collar X. Collar X Malice is really going to end up being pretty high on my list. And that's where I'm at with this game right now. That's my mid-game review. Once I'm done with IGs, I might talk about... I'm going to talk about it. I'll talk about it in another Hey Hey Otome game. Hey Otome series episode. And before I start a new one. I am getting so tired, which is why I can't talk right now. But right now, Collar X Malice is very impressive. From what I hear, Collar X Malice is probably one of the most popular Otome games right now. If not the most popular, it might have been dethroned, but I don't know who would dethrone it. I think it's like Collar X Malice and Mystic Messenger. I guess if Genshin counts, it dethroned it. Genshin is every genre, including Otome. But so far I'm good. Like I said, I might do another stream for this. It depends. I hear Otome game developers are not happy when you stream them because it means people won't want to buy the game. So I'm gonna see if this gets taken down. I don't think it will. But we'll see, because I'm trying to ride that line where, you know, you don't see everything, so it makes you want to buy it. But it's not boring, so I'm obviously playing. So I've got to ride that line. I'm gonna see how this does. And see if it doesn't get taken down or anything. If it doesn't, I'll do another Collar X Malice, because I'm sure everybody's interested in seeing what happens. Even if I do finish IG's route on the stream, I have not shown any other route. And you gotta play them. They're all great. And they all have things that I like to discuss. So, I think to me playing IG's route only is not going to make people not buy the game. But I'm not going to... Like, I didn't show the beginning. I didn't show a lot of it. So, I think we're doing good there. I'm very paranoid about this, because Otome games are like my hidden pleasure. And even though I know there's not much of an audience for them, I'm just gonna stream them because that's what I like. So if you like Otomes too, stay tuned to this channel because I will do more Hey Hey Otome episodes. I also got my Cyberpunk stream, my Genshin stream. I'm just doing everything. We're just gonna not pick a game and hope something sticks. I'm just kidding. I'm just doing all the games that I like. I'm not trying to chase the trends. I'm just doing all the games that I like. And maybe that will entertain some people. But I'm gonna go now because I'm so tired. We'll see how this does. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.